watch me, ooh, watch me, watch me, ooh, okay, okay, ooh, watch me, ooh, watch me, you do.
What up, people? It is Keenan, and we are ready for another episode of The Word, right? Episode 12. I can't believe it's in 24 weeks. It's like half a year almost. It's crazy how fast time has flown. Kiki, welcome, everybody. Welcome, Kiki, my partner in crime. How you doing, sister?
Good. Excited about the show. We've got a new format for you. If you're familiar with the show Around the Horn, we're going to do a little spin on that. So.
Yes, we got a gang of folks in today. So we figured if we're going to have this many talking heads, we should change up the format. So for this week only, thank you ESPN and Around the Horn for the idea. We're going to have a little contest getting all these people doing their thing in teams and just blowing it up. So I am excited. I've got my customary Red Bull, Colorado. I don't know how long it's going to take you before you give me a shout out and come and play with us here on The Word. So I am ready to go. Kiki, are you ready to go?
I am ready to go. We've got a packed house. Let's get this party started.
We do. We got a packed house. Who do we got? I'm going to mess this up. We got Carlos Gil. We've got Vincenzo. We've got, help me, we got all these people. I can't remember all the names. We've got Kosakowski. What?
Gabe, Villamizar, Julio, Viskovich. We have Jamie Shanks. And we have, okay, I'm sorry, let's see, Liz. Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Right? Don't sweat it. We got a lot of people. With names you can't pronounce. I don't know how we pulled that off. Right?
We got a banner with Twitter. You'll maybe see it when she pops on.
Woof. Yeah, we got a lot of folks. So, guys, it's going to be good. I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to break it down and have a good time. So it's going to be cool. See, what else? Am I forgetting? I always feel like I forget stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It's on podcast. If you're not subscribed to the podcast, you need to subscribe to the podcast. We need to do that because now you can listen in your car. And I think it's kind of funny, Kiki, I'm sure you went, when you go to iTunes, I feel like a gangster rapper because it says explicit next to all the additions, right?
It is. I didn't want us to get taken down, so.
Yeah. Oh, so you did that. Oh.
I did. Because if they caught us with, like, the F word, I have a feeling we'd get in trouble.
You think? All right. Well, should I clean up my act then? Should I stop dropping the F-bombs?
Do you? All
right. So it does. It looks funny. But, yes, so if you haven't subscribed to the podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and you'll get them after the fact, right dropped into email inbox. So there's lots of ways to get us. We're putting out lots of new content. It's a lot of fun. So I think that's it.
The way that you can participate in today's conversation live is with this hashtag SalesJolt. Get on the Twitters. I'm sure some of these millennials will be meerkatting and periscoping, so you can join the conversation in a variety of ways.
Yes, which we should be doing, which I should be doing, but I have no one right now. Beautiful. I need to get a stand so I can do it. That reminds me too, peeps. We're going to be asking questions, and you should ask them too. So if my boy Max is watching, Max, drop some of the questions into Twitter as we go along and as the team is answering them, and see if some of you guys can answer the questions better than the 4 teams we got today. That'll make it fun too. So see if y'all can answer the questions better than some of the experts we have on the team. It's all about bringing sales and marketing teams together. So we're calling crucial collaboration. So there you go. Sales Jolt, talk it up, make it happen. And I think I'm done being a talking head. Did I miss anything else, Keek?
You got it.
All right. So for those of you who know, we kick the show off after this little diatribe we always go through with a visual that is funny, different, engaging, challenging, but always try to make it funny. And I think we got another good one this week. We got something good this week, Keek?
We sure do.
What do we got?
We have a little spoof, just talking exactly what we're going to be talking about today, kind of talking about how, the perception, I think, across a lot of organizations is that marketing's not on the same page, how, as sales, which obviously comes first because people want money, so how can we all collaborate, how can we really align and make this a more effective process, especially since we're entering into the informational age. So here we go.
Bring it.
does the marketing team even do all day?
Why isn't sales act on the leads we just passed them?
I see you're on our website, and I was, oh, well, I honestly don't know if we're hiring right now.
Ask the sales team why they can't sell.
Leads. Just a bunch of kids that signed up for the free iPad.
Can't talk now. Working on the slide deck.
Our solution is revolutionary.
Remember, no award is too little or beneath us.
Remember, everything everywhere is networking. Hey, morning, Chris.
How many new leads? Well, we have 72 new Twitter followers.
A hot lead doesn't need a lead scoring. Who cares if they open an email with a killer subject line?
Killer subject line.
I know he's the assistant manager to the assistant manager, but he has a lot of influence.
We need to be the Google, not the Bing.
We are the market leaders.
I am a marketing guru.
Hey, I'm just a sales rep.
What do they even do all day?
Always be closing. Always be closing.
We have original ideas.
Trust me.
There are no original ideas.
Trust me.
Since your log activity on the CRM,
Every second I'm logging in CRM is time I'm not spending in front of a customer. Who wants to go grab lunch?
I like where this is going. I'm just not sure it's there yet.
I don't like being measured, and I don't like being told what to do. I am in sales. Why is the European team trying to get a piece of my deal? Who cares if their headquarters is in Paris?
Our lead leakage is horrible.
Marketing thinks there's lead leakage. You have to have water flow for there to be leakage.
50 points for subscribing to the newsletter, 5 points for opening the email, 10 points for clicking on the link. Huh. This lead is hot.
I was told that our project is the CEO's #1 priority.
Did the sales rep really wait until 1 week before the conference to let us know that they were interested in attending?
3 customers and a handful of prospects are going to be there. Of course I need to be at this conference.
Who cares if this tactic leads to actual sales? It got great buzz.
Are they ready to sign a contract today? Otherwise, it's not a lead!
Yeah, I think that video covered every single complaint or issue that sales and marketing have. I think it nailed every one.
I agree. It's funny. I think really it could all be solved by communication.
Of course we know that sales is better than marketing because sales can close deals without marketing. I don't know any B2B companies that can thrive without sales and marketing alone, but I know all kinds of companies that thrive having a sales team without a marketing team. Just saying. I'll let that sit in for a second while I look at all the gray in my beard. Damn, I'm getting old.
Oh, and now you're saying it when they can't defend themselves down here.
I know. You like how I do that? You know, I just figured I'd just get this whole little pot boiling and stir it up.
Yep.
So, let me change my banner, too. You didn't tell me to change my banner, Kiki. Goodness gracious. Come on, Kiki. You got to keep me straight.
I know.
Ugh, gosh. I'm wearing a new plaid shirt today. You like it?
I do. I thought that was new. Whiter checks and whiter.
You like that? Look at that, baby. I got to keep my red plaid fresh. I got to keep it fresh. So, all right. So everybody's all excited about my new red plaid, like myself. I think it's time we bring in our guests. We've held them at bay long enough. They're chomping at the bit. I can see their grayed-out faces, just laughing and waiting for something to say. Right? I see them all. So let's do this. I'm going to really fuck with them. Let's bring them on one at a time.
Okay.
And let them give them 10 seconds to introduce themselves, and then if they're still talking at the end of the 10 seconds, just mute them. Mute them and bring in the next person until we get them all in. What do you think of them apples?
I like it. I got my watch on today.
Awesome. Okay. Let's go with ladies first, too. Let's do ladies first.
Okay. Absolutely. All right. Here is our first guest.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hey, Liz.
Hey, guys. How are ya?
Super.
Awesome.
Good. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. Liz Nitz, Charlotte, North Carolina, enterprise social sales, working with companies to try to help them make sense of this social sales, social media thing. So that's me, and that's what I do.
Boom.
Liz, thank you. Thank you very much.
Alrighty. And Liz's partner in crime here today is going to be Julio. So here is Mr. Julio.
Oh, he's still on mute. I think he's mute on his end.
Oh,
Julio, can you hear us? I think you're muted, brother.
so up in the top, second.
Nope. That's why we don't. If anybody else is muted, it's never good when they mute and we mute you. Now, we'll come back. We'll come back to Julio. Let's pick someone else. Who's coming next?
So now let's show Jamie Shanks.
Fantastic. I should be off of mute. I am Jim Keenan's doppelganger in a green shirt. And as a part-time job, I'm the CEO of Sales for Life.
Yeah, you put it in the right place, my man. That's right. Me first, you second. I like it. I'll give you a big virtual hug.
Okay, and then Jamie's partner here is going to be, I believe it's Carlos. So let's see. Carlos is actually visible, just on mute.
Carlos, man, take yourself off mute, brother.
Or let's just bring.
There we go. There we go. What's going on, guys? Carlos Gill here. I am a huge disciple and fan of Keenan, so thank you so much for having me on. I currently lead social media for BMC Software, and most recently work for LinkedIn. So great to be here, and look forward to having a great time with you guys.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for coming. I'm liking the show. This is like the Jim Keenan ego show right now. I'm feeling good about this. All right, we're cruising. Who's next? Who's next?
Mr. Gabe Villamizar. Ooh, look at what we've got here.
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah, holla.
Gabe Villamizar in town. People think I'm Mexican, but I'm not. I'm Venezuelan, social media marketing and social selling trainer at HireView. Peace out.
Well done, brother. Thank you for being here. And okay, Venezuela, I didn't know that, so now I know.
Yeah, I know. You were judging me, huh? You're a typical stereotype, dude. I know.
Yeah, because that's the way that I roll.
I mean, you are darker than me, but it's okay, dude.
Brown, hey, Dad, I'm down with brown. Gotta be.
Down with the brown, whatever that means. It means different meanings, different places. But I'm good.
Who's next?
All right, and then next we have Mr. Jack Kosakowski.
Yeah, I'm Jim Keenan's Polish brother. You wouldn't know it. We actually are pure blood. It's just kind of weird how it happened. And I'm the Sasanova of a thing called social media mixed with a little bit of revenue.
Bang. Boom. Oh, yeah. Welcome, my boy Jack. Glad to have you on, brother.
Glad to be here.
And now we have, oh, look.
It's getting better and better.
Hey, this is Jake. I'm on team Jack and Jake here over at HireView. I'm a sales doer. I got my snorkel on, working with Gabe. I'm just drowning in leads, so I got to wear this snorkel.
We're going deep. 30 touches deep per lead.
That's right. That's right. Stoked to be on the show with you guys.
Awesome, awesome. So Jake and Jack are team one. I'll go through all the minutes. Who do we got next, Kira?
Last but certainly not least, we have Vincenzo Landino.
AKA Polly D.
AKA Polly D. I heard that they're cousins. But I don't know how real that is.
That's real.
That's real? There you go.
Okay, Paulie D is definitely not my cousin. I'm glad I took off the wife beater, or else I would have had a lot more of those parallels. But anyway, Vincenzo Landino, I like to sing. A lot of people have seen me sing karaoke. I'm not good at it. I don't claim to be. I'm also a digital strategist and brand correspondent, so that's what I do to actually make some dollars.
Boom. Thank you, my boy. Thank you, Vincenzo, for coming on here. Much love to you. Okay, so we got the whole crew. Oh, wait, let's see. Hold on. Let's see if we got audio from Julio. Julio, do you have audio?
Can you hear me, Jim?
Yes.
Rock and roll. Hey, good to be here, man, and thanks for having me. I'm Julio Viskovich with R Factor, and been rocking the social selling space since its infancy. So really happy to be here talking about sales and marketing today, man.
Hey, man. Boom. You know what I'm digging right now? So, not that y'all know this, but our office has got to be one of the most diverse offices for only having 7 people. We got me. We got a 6'3", 310-pound ex-NFL player who's from Holland. We've got we got Kira, who's straight up Korean. We've got a young lady from Ethiopia, and so I mean, dude, we're like it's a small world shit. And now look, we got my boy from freaking Venezuela. We got my boy from Poland. We got my boy from somewhere over there in Croatian? Is it Croatian?
You know it, Jim.
Oh, I got it, baby! And then we got my boy from Italy over here. We got my boy Carlos. Carlos, are you Mexican? Where are you from?
No, man, I'm Cuban, dude.
Cuban? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry you told me that.
There's a difference, man.
Of course there is. I can try to get a Mexican in here somewhere, don't I?
Cubano.
We got it all going on here, man. God, it's a beautiful thing. And then we have Liz. I don't know. Is that Polish or is that? What is that?
It's Slavic. It's Vlasic, like the pickles. No relation, though. No relation.
So you're kind of running right next door to my boy Julio, running right in the same crowd, huh?
Yep.
Oh my gosh! And then of course we have good all Canadian Jamie Shanks. We're all represented, man.
Yeah, hey man, Julio and I are Canucks.
That's true.
I just love this stuff, man. I'm super liberal, so anybody doesn't like it, too bad. Hang up. All right, people. The rules of the game, everybody knows how Around the Horn works, correct? So just to give everybody a quick heads up again, we have 4 teams. Our teams are Team 1, Jack and Jake. Give a holla.
Woo-hoo! Hey, what's up?
We have Team 2, Carlos and Jamie Shanks. Give a holla.
Yo, yo.
Absolutely. We have Team 3, Gabe and Vincenzo. Give a holla.
The winner's right here.
And Team 4, we have Liz and Julio. Give a holla.
Yeah.
Woo-woo.
All right, so guys, here's how it works. I'm going to ask you some questions. Each team's going to have 1 minute to answer the question, 30 seconds each. I'm just going to randomly score this stuff. I'm the judge. I'm the jury. So if you don't like it, too bad. And I'm just going to throw out points every once in a while. I wish we had a way to put it on the screen. We don't. I'll keep you up to score what we got. If I really like an answer, I'll give you a holla or a boom. I think it's a silly answer. I'm just going to tell you I think it's silly. And if you really get on my nerves, I'm going to mute you. All right. So, with that said, who's ready to get going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Boom, boom. The show is all about collaboration with sales and marketing. The goal here is for our listeners to get some good, valuable information on what they should do to maximize their sales and marketing organizations based on all of these experts. So, without further ado, first question, Team 1. Who determines what is a good lead, marketing or sales? Jake and Jack, you're first. Have at it.
Well, I'll go first. Being in sales, the best lead is the one that I generate myself, whether that's through marketing or sales. But if a lead comes from marketing, I'll take it all day long. But as long as I'm communicating with marketing and they're communicating with me, at least I know what's going on with the lead, where it came from, who it's been touched by, what lead source. And as long as I know all of those different things, every lead is a good lead. Visibility.
Boo! Boo! Every lead is a good lead. Boo! Boo! Boo!
Yeah, because I can disqualify it if I have communication. I can disqualify it early and not waste my time. And if it's good, I'll get right on the phone with them.
So if it's a bad lead, you have to disqualify it and spend that time. I don't know. You want to help him out here, Jake?
Not if I'm aligned with marketing.
Dang, dude, things are getting hot.
You know, I just want to make sure, Jack, we keep the selfies to a minimum so that we can stay on this team together. But I'm agreeing with them. I'm going to +1 the fact that the best lead is the lead that I'm going to generate myself, because I've nurtured that from the beginning. I've walked them through that process. I've educated it. So for me, that's the #1 lead. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as saying that every lead's a good lead, because I agree with you. You know, I can't tell you this week how many no-shows I've had on demos to me, that's not a good lead, and that's wasting my time. And I'm at the end of the quarter. I don't want to wait that. I don't want to have that happen. So, not every lead's a good lead.
All right, good stuff. Team 2, who determines what a good lead is, marketing or sales?
Carlos, do you want me to go first? Really simple. It's predetermined together as a team. Your team revenue, one funnel. Sales and marketing have created the buyer journey together. It's both predetermined together.
Yeah, I think my tag team partner there is definitely spot on. You know, in an organization, typically sales and marketing are two different departments, but you know, forget the silos. You know, marketing and sales should be working together. It's one team at the end of the day. Revenue impacts both sales and marketing, so you know, collaborative effort.
Boom. All right, I'm liking that. Good stuff. Okay, Team 3, what do you think? Who determines what a good lead is, marketing or sales?
Well, I'll go first, Gabe. I think that marketing determines what the sales team should be looking for, and then sales will determine whether it's a hot or cold lead. That's it right there.
Yeah, it is. So what happens is usually you get this, VP of sales and CMO in a room together by themselves, and they come up with their own stuff. Like, well, based on our experience, this is what's a hot lead, right? You get the buyer persona, this and that, but you got to get the sales reps, your top sales reps and your top marketing people in the same room. Not just get high executives, get both of them together. Top sales reps who are cold calling, who are social selling, who are in the weeds, and then have them talk in that meeting. Let's not have silos and just have work as a team together.
I like what you said right there. Don't just leave it to the executives. Get to the people on the ground. I'm gonna give you another boom for that. That was
points.
Double boom, baby. Vincenzo, we're winning, baby.
Points. We're winning. We'll stop the show now.
All right, Team 4. What do you think? Right? Who gets to decide what a good lead is, marketing or sales?
I'll start off, Liz. I mean, I think personally, it's been interesting. It's like a high school dance, right? You have, the boys on one side and the girls on the other side. It's hilarious, right? That's how it previously was. You have MQLs, SQLs. Let's bring these people together and put them in a room together and hash this out and make sure that you have the right metrics that you're both working at. So sales and marketing are on the hook to get together and make this happen.
Yeah. I 100% agree with Gabe too. I think that sales is bringing in the best leads, or they're bringing in the ones that you need to take a look at. And the game changes every day. You need to be on the floor, talking to the people that are having the conversations. It's a conversation at a time. And I couldn't agree more with Gabe.
All right. So first question. It is Team 1 with 2 points, Team 2 with 4 points. Team 3 with 4 points, and Team 4 with 4 points. So well done, people. Well done.
Good job, Carlos.
All right, so here we go. Team 2, second question. All right, so if we kind of think it's a collaborative effort, who gets to decide, who determines what is a good lead? Here's the next question then. What does a good lead actually look like? Define it. Team 2, go.
I'll take this one. I'll start off, just from a marketing standpoint. Marketers should know exactly who they're marketing to. They should be marketing to their customers and prospects on the right medium. So, for example, if it's social, and you know that your demographic isn't necessarily on Facebook, but they're on Twitter, then go after them on those mediums. But at the end of the day, I think, a marketing qualified lead is one in which you know exactly what your customer is wanting. Background about what they do, if they're a VP, director, if they manage a budget. And, again, you are able to go ahead and connect your product potentially with, what they're looking for.
And I'll add on top of the firmographic and demographic details that Carlos is saying, it really...
Boom! So that's for the big fancy words, Jamie. Fancy words.
Look at it from a CEO perspective, from my perspective. Does it align to the vision and the sweet spot of my business? Do I want them as a customer? And if I feel beyond the demographics that they are trending through the buying journey in a way that will represent the kind of clients we want, then it's a good lead.
Interesting. All right, we want. I might come back to that. We might come back to that. I like where you're going. All right, Team 3. All right, what does a good lead really look like, Team 3?
Okay, thank you. I'll take a look at it, though, for sure.
Go ahead,
Gabe. Yeah, so I hear a lot of echo, but what I'm thinking is a good lead, right? In the words of good old InsideSales.com, right? There has to be the Adam, someone who you kind of empower and educate, someone who has authority, need, urgency, and money. you have those things, right? That is what I call the Adam process. BANT is dead. You know the acronym. That's my plug right there.
So urgency and what did you say? Urgency and what?
Need, urgency, and money. Those are the
So
four
you
things.
like BANT? Urgency, need, authority. That's like BANT, is it?
Adam. Yep.
Yeah, it's just another acronym for the same thing. I think we need to take some points off of that, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're still talking BANT? Really?
Hey,
Oh my
your
goodness
pesos,
gracious.
your pesos are losing.
You want to pull them out, Vincenzo? Pull them out of the fire. Pull
You
them
know,
out.
I want to say,
Jim,
in
can I
short,
add an objection to that? Because Gabe, the one thing is authority and need can be determined from the lead. On
Hey,
the first
Jamie Shanks. Mute Jamie Shanks. Mute him.
in
Mute him,
short,
Kira.
so in short,
Vincenzo, yes, it's all you, Vincenzo.
leads are it's something that's pre-qualified, okay? And pre-qualification comes through sales and marketing either working together or however you determine that is pre-qualified. Easy to convert into a customer, okay? Something that is going to happen immediately. Easy to close.
But how do you define that? How do you define that?
How you define easy to close?
Yes.
Well, that's where you put them through your pre-qualification. If they hit everything you're looking for, whether it's demographic, whether it is ability to buy, how quickly they can buy. I mean, those are, or again, whatever it is you're selling. Pre-qualification is the most important step to qualifying. You can say that a good lead is this, a good lead is that, but if they're not pre-qualified up front, you can't even put them through that. Those
Okay, I'm gonna help you out. Give me some things that are universal to pre-qualification. I'm helping you out here.
A universal pre-qualification? I can't hear you. You're echoing.
Yes. So give me an example of what might be pre-qualified qualifications.
Oh, okay. So if you're in technology or if you're selling a technology product, anybody that is looking to buy technology products like technology officers, vice presidents of IT, any IT managers, they're technically a pre-qualified lead for what you're looking to sell, depending on your product.
Okay. I don't know. Hey, Kiki, do we know why?
I disagree.
so
I don't
much?
think that's a good definition of pre-qual. I'd say a pre-qual is when someone actually indicates that they're interested
Hold
in
on.
buying.
Mute him. Mute him. Mute Carlos.
I disagree with Carlos.
Mute. Mute. So we got Team 4 now. What do you think? And where is the echoing coming from?
Who doesn't have a headset?
Kiki. Well, Kiki's on. Kiki. It could be. Oh, she's on mute. Can't be heard. Okay. Is it echoing anymore?
No.
Oh, Carlos is the man. Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, like what determines a lead, and you know, from a qualification perspective, I think when you look at BANT, traditional BANT stuff, I mean, you throw it out the window at this point, right? For me, it's making sure that their business objectives align with our product and the benefits and and you know, functionality that we can provide. If there's no alignment there, they can still come in with BANT and then walk away as an attrition risk at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think from the lead standpoint, I mean, they have to understand that they have a problem. You know, they have to understand, you know, what's going to happen if they don't fix it, and it has to be aligned with something that we can solve, right? Because a lead is a lead, but if we can't help them fix their problem, and if I as a seller don't understand what's going on, like what's really going on over there, instead of just product pitching, right? How am I ever going to be able to move it past the lead stage?
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Well done, Liz. Liz has pulled the rest of this panel out of the fire. Well done, Liz. She was the first one to talk about problem. First one of all you geniuses to bring up problem. Holla, you got a clap. Holla. Okay. So this leaves Team 1. Here's your chance. What does a good lead look like? Please define.
Jack, I'm gonna take a stab at this from the beginning. So I think this is right away where the convergence of marketing and sales comes into play, because if marketing isn't working with sales to identify early on through the funnel what a good pre-qualified lead looks like, then sales obviously isn't going to understand what to do when that lead comes over. So I think it starts from the beginning when that prospect comes to your website, sees content that's been nurturing them, they're accessing that content, they're downloading it, moving their way themselves down a funnel. Eventually, we keep capturing more information. By the time that lead actually submits for a request for a demo of your product, hopefully they have been nurtured from marketing. Marketing knows exactly what to do to hand it over to sales. That, to me, is a good lead.
All right.
I'll
Carlos,
say this.
Wait, who's this? Who's doing this? Oh, Team 1. Go. Keep going. Sorry.
Jack. I'll say this. I hope that no company is manually using their sixth sense to guess on what a good lead is and what isn't. Technology is going to really help you decide that from data sets. So if you're not using marketing automation to watch your customers go through the journey and figure out from a data perspective, what's working and what's not working. There's an old saying in marketing: if you're guessing, you're not marketing, right? So you've got to, from the high-level view, is we all in sales have our opinion of what a good lead is. Marketing's got their opinion of a good lead is.
Okay,
But
so what are you
data
looking for
doesn't
in
lie.
data? What data are you looking for?
Well, you're looking, you go through, there's many things you can look at from a marketing perspective. Is A, you want to see who's engaged, right? When you send out your message, who's engaged, who's your message actually hitting, and then you want to go through the buying cycle and get the data points on revenue.
Stop. Mute them. Too long of an answer. All right, so here we go. Round 2. Team 1 has 7 points. It's 6 points. Team 2 has 7 points.
9 sounds good. We'll take 9.
I know, I like that, right?
Yeah, but how did we just lose 2 points?
When I like something, I drop them in, and if I have to mute your ass, you get a minus. So
I think we should have had a second opportunity, though, to build on our answer.
we have a lot more questions. We have tons of questions. We have Team 3 has 6 points, and Team 4 has 8 points. All right, let's go. Next question. This is going to be starting with Team 3. What's the best way to get sales and marketing on the same page? Gabe and Vincenzo, have at it.
Vincenzo, you want to go?
I don't know. Keenan didn't like my answer last time.
Dude, he didn't like mine either. All right. I'll go ahead. So once you've identified, right, what a good lead is, right, how you're going to qualify a lead, what are you going to be doing, what efforts is marketing going to be doing, what efforts are sales going to be doing, then, you got to establish those meetings. It's all about the meetings. And then for example, let's say we have a webinar next week. I want to make sure that I'm personally going to go as a marketer, going to go to the sales team and be like, dude, we're going to generate 600 leads out of this webinar. You have to treat these leads like gold. I've been working for 3 freaking months to build this webinar. Don't treat it like just a person, like a name and number. This is an actual individual who's raised their hand, who attended our webinar. So have that communication, have that like face-to-face interaction. Stand up from your desk if they're remote, chat them or whatever, FaceTime them. But it has to be a weekly and have a calendar, right, with all the events that are going to happen, and inform the team leads, the managers, and the salespeople of what's going to happen, right?
Oh,
and
next.
What to expect.
You want to jump in? You want to jump in, Vincenzo? He took all your time.
Of course, but I think, messaging needs to be developed as a team. So I think we're on exactly the same page here, where sales and marketing need to be involved in each other's business. Sales team needs to be involved in marketing meetings, marketing events. Marketing team needs to be involved in sales meetings. Maybe not every single person, but you're at least the top, your top managers, your top VPs need to at least be funneling it down to everybody, but they need to physically be there. And I think that social media has really destroyed this because technology in general has destroyed this because we lose the face-to-face, the interaction that you miss a lot of. You just miss a lot of the.
Team 4. Okay, verbose. Team 4. Question. What's the best way to get sales and marketing on the same page? Have at it.
I think the first thing you have to do is really just sit down and take a walk in the other person's shoes too, because if you don't understand what good looks like for them and have the ability to empathize with it, you're probably going to miss the mark pretty substantially. And then have an honest conversation about how you can really align your goals, right? Because we're all trying to drive revenue, so we can do it in different ways. So where are the similarities, where are the gaps, things like that.
Where are the gaps? Okay, all right.
Yeah, good call, Liz. Absolutely. I think, the big thing is helping the marketing and sales realize that they don't have to be siloed. Maybe coming up with a new name. I've often heard it called Center of Excellence, where there's a separate team form now where people can join in. They know they're a member of that team, and when they're in that meeting, they feel that they're not part of a siloed situation between marketing and sales.
All right, I like good stuff. Okay, you got 15 seconds. You guys want to build on it?
Absolutely, Keenan. Let's build on that like a pile of bricks, baby.
Well, you just wasted 7 doing it.
Yeah, no, it's big to get those meetings set up and establish a constant set of metric reevaluation and making sure that you have that.
Metrics, boom! I love it. All right, well done, Team 4. Team 1, talk to me. What is the best way what is the best way to get sales and marketing on the same page?
Jake,
What you got? All right, man. Well, I'm a big Mark Robert fan, and one of the things I think
Boom! Just for letting a past guest. Look at that. Boom.
One of the things I love he talks about in his recent book is an SLA between marketing and sales.
Boom!
You get a sales level service agreement between your two teams, then obviously you're going to be on the same page. But not only that, you're committing to one another. So you're setting a level of accountability. Once accountability is in place, then I think we can hold each other, to certain metrics and outcomes, and I think that's really important.
Good stuff.
And you know what? Let's not mention books and HubSpot in the same sentence. It's probably not a good idea right now. But anyways.
Ooh, busted on people. Ooh, minus one.
So I would say, yeah, you got to tie incentives, right? So if sales and marketing both have the same, revenue incentives, and working together to get there, people are driven by dollars and cents, right? So if you can align the pay, right, your pay structure, commission, and you can align them both, I guarantee you they'll start working together.
Nice. That was good stuff. Okay, team 2. How do you get sales and marketing to work together?
I'll go first. I think Vince was the only one that was on the right path. It's actually about the fundamentals of human interaction. It's about collision points in your office, physically touching each other and talking. And I believe that multi-country marketing teams does not work. Siloed, one team in India, one team in the Philippines, and your US-based sales team, there's no collision point.
Boom. All right. You want to add to that, Carlos?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the best thing that marketers can do is train the sales team on how to market, right? So oftentimes salespeople want to be marketers. Train them how to use Twitter, how to turn them into an extension of your marketing team. That way now they have a vested interest in the success of your go-to-market strategy. And that's real talk.
Boom. All right, good stuff. All right, so guys, now we're going to move into buy or sell. You guys know buy or sell? I'm going to give you an opinion. You tell me if you're buying it or you're selling it and why. So the first buy or sell question, I think we're on team 4 to start, correct? First buy or sell question. Buy or sell, one person overseeing both departments, marketing and sales, or VP of marketing and sales. Buy or sell, team 4.
Buy for sure, because I think it's going to help keep them aligned and keep everything moving in the same direction. So you have the same goals or similar goals and metrics, and it just removes the silo.
Yeah, good call, Liz. Absolutely. I absolutely buy into having one person in charge, making sure the flow is proper and making sure that the communication is going out and it's consistent is much needed. One person controlling the flow is going to make sure that everything's is kosher.
Should it be someone out of sales or someone out of marketing?
Who?
Still team 4.
Liz, I mean, I think for me personally, it's a new role, and I think it has to depend on the people you have in your organization. If you have someone with a sales and marketing background, if they sit in marketing or they sit in sales, this is a new position, right? We have digital transformation now taking hold, and now there's new folks that need to sit in those digital transformation roles, and oftentimes they have backgrounds in sales and marketing.
Yeah, I think it definitely needs to be someone with dual background, because you've got to have sat in each seat and like walk the walk. You've got to know, because it's going to really help figure out a collective strategy.
Doesn't that substantially shrink your pool? Because there's a lot of executives, or a handful of executives, who have had both roles, but there's few people who've ever actually grown up in both roles. So you can take an executive, some that have done them both, but either they grew up and they did marketing, or they grew up and they did sales. No one's done both. So if you have to lean to which side, where do they grow up? Marketing or sales?
Ultimately, if I have to lean one way or the other, I'm going to say sales.
Liz?
Sales, agreed.
Boom. All right, team 1, buy or sell, one person overseeing both sales and marketing departments.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean.
Is that a buy?
Yeah, buy. Yeah, I'll pay double. I work in SaaS for marketing automation, right? So we bring in sales guys all the time that have no marketing experience and are trying to get on the phone with the CMO and sell them about marketing, right? So in my opinion, if you're not in the weeds in whatever you're selling or whatever you're doing, right, how can you sell to a customer, let alone run your organization properly? And you know, I see that a lot now. It's like you've got all these executives, right? But they have no SaaS experience, right? I see these social selling platforms coming out, and I can't find their CEO anywhere on social media. Come on, dude, you get me your CEO on the phone. You go, hey, you should buy my product. It moves the needle. Oh, that's great. Why aren't you on Twitter where your software is supposed to have the most impact? That doesn't make any sense to me, right? So practice what you preach, and live a day in the shoes of the people you're trying to sell to.
Yep.
Jake,
I might have an unpopular opinion, but I'm not buying it. I'm actually selling it because I don't think we need to define a role or a position. I think we need to really worry about the process and the system. So I don't think it matters whether we have 2 or 1. I think more importantly is if we have a proper process in place, and then what Jamie Shanks talked about is if we're touching each other, we're communicating. I don't think it matters. I think we have to have systems and process, not necessarily defining too much what the role itself is.
Boom, boom, boom. I just like the fact you took a different angle. He said, look, I'm not going to follow the crew. I'm not going to follow the crowd. All right, good stuff. Team 2, buy or sell. One person doing marketing and sales. Team 2.
I'll go ahead and jump in on this one. I'll go ahead and say sell. So I think that marketers need to focus on marketing, sales needs to focus on marketing. Absolutely, there needs to be alignment between the two because at the end of the day, revenue impacts the bottom line for the entire company. But really have leadership that is working to unite both entities together so they are working on the same page. But again, really have them focus on their core strengths. And I think at the end of the day, you really can't be an expert all the way around. So you have to have a concentrated focus. If you're a marketer, be the best damn marketer you can be. If you're in sales, be the best salesperson that you can be.
Jamie.
I'm going to sell all day long on this as well. And I'm also going to disagree that person needs to be in sales. Mark Roberge was an engineer. I don't care that they're a marketer or salesperson because both are a learned behavior. So I believe that you can grow a person into that role regardless of their background.
So what do you want then?
What I want somebody that has the tenacity to learn, the tenacity to try, and the tenacity to fail. That's it.
As a leader,
as a leader, you do not need to be somebody that has been in the trenches for 20 years. You just need to be somebody that can lead.
Look at Shanks.
Those are 2 different skills.
I think that's worth at least 5 points right there.
Man, he's like way out on the edge of the limb there, baby. All right, Carlos, can we get a mute from you, baby? Okay, so Team 3, what is your gig? Right, buy or sell?
Can I hold?
Person leading sales and marketing.
Can I hold, Keenan? Can I hold? I'll hold, but I'm going to lean towards selling, and the reason is they're 2 different. The functions are different, and sales is essentially short term. You're looking at this. A short-term focus, success is based on the here and now. Marketing, you're looking at long-term. You're trying to develop an understanding of the market, your company's brand in that market. How can one person possibly have both mindsets? I think it's very impossible, or not impossible. It's very difficult. It's almost like trying to find the magical unicorn. So good luck with that one.
All right, solid. Gabe, you want to help him out?
Dude, just real quick, I would say I would buy. And that person, like Julio was saying, I think I'm leaning more towards that person, must come from the sales department. If you really know how to understand how to sell the product, what are the pain points, really be talking on a day-to-day basis with the customer, potential buyer before they move to that role.
Okay. All right. So we got everybody, right? We started with we good here, right? We started with Team 4. Mm-hmm. All righty. So what do we got? So Team 4 is got 17 points. Team 3 has 14 points. Team 2 has 19 points, and Team 1 has 14 points. All right, guys, next question. Buy or sell, marketing and sales should be compensated and commissioned the same. Team 1.
I'm not necessarily. I don't think it should be commissioned the same, but I definitely think that there should be revenue, goals attached to both. And you know, that's up to your company. I mean, it's a little bit different for every type of product that you sell, right? Obviously.
Hey, look, we're asking the experts, so you got to take a stand here. Don't punt. That's a punt.
Well, yeah, I mean, you absolutely have to have your revenue tied with your goals, but they're not going to be the same. No way, because sales is, you know, hunting and farming a lot of more business and closing deals than just what marketing's giving them. So no, absolutely not.
Okay, Jake.
Am I muted?
Nope.
You hear me? Okay. I mean, I think this is a tough one. I mean, I don't ever think it's my place to say whether they should be compensated equally. I just think that they should be compensated with the same objective in mind, because I think that we should be working towards the same goal. So, and I think it should be fair, because nowadays, you know, your marketing side is doing a hell of a lot more work than they used to yesterday, and I think there's a lot of value in that. So I think the compensation should be considerate and fair, and we should be working towards the same goals.
Describe it fair.
So it not incentivized necessarily on SQLs, but appointments actually held and a pipeline added, and then even potentially on what's closed in the pipeline. I would love to see more marketers, SDRs, being paid on the deal size, because I think they need to focus on quality, not quantity.
Okay, all right. Team 2, buy or sell. Sales and marketing people should be compensated and commissioned the same way.
Well, as a business owner, I've chosen to sell on that because my fixed operational expenses of salespeople are drastically different than marketers. But I have also created a profit pool for everybody to realize we're all on one team sharing the revenue pipeline scenario. So I have to sell that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a different stance. I'm going to buy, and I kind of take offense to what Jack said before, because as a marketer, we're hunting and farming all day. And if we as marketers are helping to drive more leads to the sales team, but yet they're getting paid a large commission based on these deals that we helped put in front of them, then I think obviously the revenue or the commissions should be split evenly. So I'm going to go buy.
Ooh, split evenly. Whoa, he just dropped big time. Okay,
whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be an expensive game.
Or inexpensive, and salespeople don't make as much. There's 2 ways to pull that cord. All right, Team 3, jump into the fray. It's buy or sell. That salespeople, marketing people should be commissioned and compensated the same way.
Dude, I think, yeah, this is my stance on it. And I haven't been with an organization that does right now, but what happens is you're both in the same team. You guys have the same goals. You guys hopefully have hired people who are hustlers, who really have the drive and the ambition that this is not just a 9-to-5 job for people who just want to be successful and just pwn it. So what happens is marketing, right, if we're going to be compensated equal, then marketing needs to really teach their reps how to social sell. They need to teach them how to hunt their own leads as well, and marketing needs to also, you know, crank as many leads as they can and just do it as much as they can together. I'd say it's a team effort, buy all the way.
Vincenzo, you want to chime in on that?
I mean, it's a team effort, but if marketing is supporting sales and that's their job, and it's not to close the leads,
Yep.
then I don't believe they should be
10
compensated
points for
the
you,
same way.
Vincenzo. Boom. Common sense.
It's all about you know, it's all about the roles that we put in place for both departments. You know, if sales is there to close a lead, hunt, then that's their job. If marketing is to support it and conjure up a long-term strategy of what the brand or what the company is trying to do, then no, absolutely not. So I'm going to sell.
All right, selling on that. So Team 4, buy or sell. Ooh, that was good. You guys came. I'm going to give you another point just for coming in right when you were supposed to. All right, buy or sell. Team 4, marketing and sales should be compensated and commissioned in the same way.
I'm definitely selling on that for sure. I think everybody's got their own role, and you know, if we start looking at that, then all of a sudden we're going to start looking at, you know, customer success and support.
And then your janitor's making $400,000 a year, and you're
Mute him. Mute Jack.
That's getting excited, dude.
Right? But we all have touch points. Customer success touches customers as well. They're you know, helping grow the relationship, helping grow deal size. They're putting in time too. So we all have our roles, and the way things are structured and just the talent pool available, there's just no way that we could currently compensate marketing equally to sales.
Great point. Great point.
All right.
Yeah, I'm selling as well. I think that everything goes towards revenue. So whether you're customer success, whether you're marketing, whether you're sales, everyone's trying to drive revenue, right? And the metrics that, you use to accomplish that or measure that, they're going to be different. So I'm definitely selling on this. I think that if we all have the same goals, it would naturally work out.
Okay, so I am going to chime in on this one because I disagree with almost everybody here. Now, I believe that the way the question was answered tripped some of you up because I said commissioned and compensated the same way, and y'all envisioned that meaning they get paid the same amount, right? But I didn't say that. I said commissioned and compensated the same way. And here's why I take a different turn. What this whole conversation is about, making sure that sales and marketing are on the same page. And in about 85% of every company in this country, and maybe other countries I can't speak to, so Ken, you can speak up, marketing gets paid whether or not the revenue number is made. Walk me through that logic, please. So, in my opinion, you want to get sales and marketing on the same page? If we don't make our revenue number, sales doesn't get paid, but guess what? Marketing doesn't get paid as much either. I'm not saying...
Isn't that what I said? That's what I said. That's Jake. I said that.
Okay, I didn't pick it up. It wasn't as clear to me. Maybe I need to clear out the wax.
Jake did say it. I'll give it to him. I'll be a fair sport. He did say it.
I'm going to boom myself. I'm going to take 10 right there.
Boom.
Boom. But yes, it is crazy to me.
So, Keenan, can I jump in really quick then?
Yes,
does that mean that sales should not be paid on commission? Does that mean that in the long term, does that hurt?
Who's asking that question? I can't find you.
The Italian Stallion.
Oh, over here. There you are. Okay. So what's the question again?
In the long term, paying salespeople on commission, because based on what you just said, does that actually hurt an organization?
No, I don't think so at all. Almost every company, every organization I've ever worked for, salespeople are paid on commission. Usually 50-50, 60-40, 40-60 is most of it. Sometimes it stretches beyond that. But bell curve, 90%, 80% are commission. Look, whether you call it marketing bonus, whether you call it commission for marketing people, I really don't care. I don't think you should be paid the same amount of money, but you have got to. If you run a sales and marketing organization, you cannot close out the calendar year with a miss in your revenue number, and every single person in marketing makes their full salary, but all the people in sales are going home below their on-target earnings. That's a miss. That's a straight-up miss. And it happens everywhere. So what do you think marketing doesn't care? Marketing, whether you close that lead or not, it does not affect marketing. So I think that's half the reason we have a disconnect, because they make their money. Sales doesn't. They have to feel the pain too. Not as bad, because it's a different gig, like somebody else said. They're not closing the deal, but they need to feel the pain. So I'm off my rant. That was my rant. All right. So we're gonna go.
Jump in for a second, Keenan?
Yes, jump in.
So just by the same token, if we're talking about compensating marketing and sales the same, where does service play a role, like the customer support on the back end and being tied in with that as well?
Well, they should be tied into renewals and churn, which is second. Yes, great question, but that's a whole new kit. That's a whole new bag of worms. But yes, they should be tied into churn. So with that said, we've got a few minutes, so we're going to go the lightning round. You guys have one-word question. So anybody, you're going to get muted if you make this more than 3 seconds each. So Jack, you're in trouble. Don't bring your team down, man. All right. Real quickly, team one. Which company has the best marketing team? Team one, you got an answer?
Actor.
I'm going to say Sales Loft.
Ooh. Jack, team one, who's got the best sales team, best marketing team?
Actor.
Beautiful. All right, team two, who has the best marketing team?
HubSpot.
Carlos, team two.
Hootsuite.
Ooh. All right, team three, who has the best marketing team?
Domo.
Ooh. Team three. One more. Ready?
Facebook.
Oh, interesting. I'm ready for that one. And team four, who has the best marketing team?
I'm saying Jamie over at Sales for Life, man. He's got a sales team doing all the work of a marketing.
Hey, Jake didn't even say Gabe.
Mute. Mute.
Can I kiss Julio through the phone? Can I kiss Julio?
Liz, Julio made all kinds of love with Jamie, but cost you a point. You're going to need a good answer here to bring yourself back, baby. Best marketing team.
I'd say Moz.
Ooh, very interesting. All right. So, back at you, right back at Team 4. Best sales force in the industry are out there today. Liz. Liz, best sales force in the space today, out there in the world today.
I'd say Acton.
Ooh, because of Jack. Right, who's next? Right, Team 4, the other half, Team 4. Julio, best sales team out there today.
Best sales team out there, R Factor, man. All we have is experts. We have industry experts. We don't even have salespeople. So how can you go wrong with that?
Ooh.
Wow, that
didn't answer the question though, but I.
All right, Team 3, best sales team out there today.
Google.
Now you took mine.
All right, 2 votes for Google. Okay, Team 2, best sales team out there today.
SAS.
Who?
SAS. SAS.
Oh, okay, yep. And Carlos?
I have to go with Banner Media.
Ah, that was good. I'm giving you a solid 2 points for that one. That was solid. Yeah, Gary, I give him credit too. All right, and Team 1, best sales team out there today.
HireView, baby. I told you I'm drowning in these leads. That's why I need my snorkel.
All right, and
Max Laughlin at Sales Guy.
Which one did you say, Jake? I mean, Jack?
Max Laughlin over at
give him some points. Holla, a sales guy. I'm feeling you. That was smart. Jack had to come back. All right, Reeves. This was good. All right, so here we go. Drum roll, please. Team 1 has 16. 3 is 19 points for Team 1.
I don't think that did it.
Team 2 has, because I can't add, 26 points. And Team 3 has 19 points.
What?
And Team 4 with 23 points. The winners is Team 2.
How could you have doubted us?
Oh, this was rigged, man.
Recount.
So in typical around the horn fashion, you have 30 seconds each to give any shout out to own the space yourself. What do you want to say? Jamie goes first, Carlos goes second. I will cut you off in 30 seconds. Have at it.
All I want to say is thanks for the invite, guys. I have to jump to a call, but this was fantastic. Invite me to any more of these that you do. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, I want to say a big thank you to you, Keenan, for what you're doing. You know, Gary Vee and Vaynerchuk, that was #1 for me in sales. #2 is a sales guy because you're doing it, man. You are connecting with an audience out there. You're bringing people together. You're driving people back to your personal brand and the brand of your company. So I tip my hat off to you, bro. Thanks a lot for having me on, and it's been a pleasure to be on this panel with all of you guys.
Thanks, baby. Thank you. All right, in the spirit of time, I am not going to do Cut It Out today, which is just almost killing me because I just get to go off on Cut It Out. What was our Cut It Out today, by the way? What was it?
We were going to talk about how
if you're providing me value, you know? Oh, Kiki, you're killing me. You're sleeping at the wheel.
I know. Calling 30 minutes at a time.
I am going to go. I'm going to go off on this rant because this is firing me up. I don't know if any of y'all seen lately, so I'm lying to you. It's Cut It Out time. I don't know if y'all have seen any of my posts in the last few days, but I am so sick and tired of salespeople sending me notes, sending me emails, calling me, asking me for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of their time for what? Nothing. Goose eggs, 0. They don't tell me why I should give up 30 minutes of my time for them. What's in it for me? As if my time is just this freely created thing that I can just chuck around like blades of grass in the wind. It drives me absolutely insane. So salespeople, here's the cut it out. Read the email you just sent to Julio at R Factor. Read the email you just sent to Gary Vayner. Read the email you just sent to your prospect or client asking for their time, and measure it this way. Are you offering anything? Is that request worth 5 minutes of their time, 15 minutes of their time, an hour of their time? Is it worth what you're asking for? And if it's not, cut it out. Stop it. Just stop it, stop it, stop it, because we don't have time for you. We don't care about you. We could give a shit what your quota is. We could give a crap about when you need to get to President's Club. We don't care. All we care about is, can you make my business better? Can you more competitive? Can you help me save money? And can you help me run my business? And if I can't figure that out in your stupid interrupted email or that call, I am pissed off and you've wasted my time. So that's it, people. Cut it out. Stop sending those emails.
That was good.
Holla, right? I mean, anybody here in a buying position that knows what I'm talking about and gets these regularly?
Every day, man. Every day, man. Seriously.
God, it kills me. Look, because of, and I'm sure some of you guys get these being industry experts. Vincenzo, I'm sure you might get them. Liz, I'm sure you might get them, where people want you to review a program or review a piece of software or be on do something for them, and they just ask you, and they don't even tell you why you should do it or the benefit to you guys. I mean, do you get those as well?
I mean, how about just getting asked to do things for free, period?
I want to pick your brain. And if everybody has
the pick your brain,
can I get 10 minutes of your time?
Can I get you a cup of coffee today? Can we sit and chat over a cup of coffee about blah blah blah? Yeah, sure, if you pay me for it too.
Amen. Amen. And look, I'm okay not getting paid, but if you're not going to pay me, what's the value outside of the pay? If it's simply for you, and to Gary Vaynerchuk, there's no jab. You haven't done anything for me in the past. If you've been retweeting my stuff forever, if you've been commenting on my blog, if you've been, doing stuff for me, yeah, I'll give you 50 minutes of my time. But if you just drop out of the freaking planet, down like pixie desk on my desk, and you're asking for shit.
If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, right?
Oh,
nice quotes, love it.
Yes, but there's not always a straight path. So this might cut it out. Anybody want to chime in on as we part ways? I want to thank you all for showing up. It was awesome. Any last words, Liz? Any last words?
Just thanks for having me. It was great, really great conversation, and I'd love to come back.
All right, beautiful. Vincenzo, my young brother.
Hey, appreciate it. Definitely not as big as I definitely don't understand the space as much as all of these guys, but I learned a lot from you all, and I have to say the best one I get is, hey, we'll pay you an exposure. We'll give you exposure. You gotta love that one. You gotta love that one, because that happens at least 5 times a day. I'll tell you that much.
Dude, it's so
Hopefully
funny.
it's not indecent exposure.
I'd rather it be indecent exposure. Give me some benefit out of it.
Isn't it great though when they do that? I had a young cat say, "I'll do to exposure," and he had like 6 followers on YouTube, and he had like 4 visits on each YouTube video. And I said, "Dude, look, I don't have thousands, but I have about 100 times more than you. I'm not sure what exposure you're talking about." It was great. It was great. Julia, what about you? Anything you want to leave in parting shots?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I always have a great time chatting, and every time we work together, it's a mixture of like education and entertainment, and that's where I love and that's where I live, dude. I love enjoying myself and also taking in info, man. So thanks for having me, and love to be back.
Thank you, baby, for sure, for sure. Mr. Rennie, my young brother, how about you?
Oh, it's too much fun. I appreciate you guys having me on. I learned more than I feel like I can contribute, but this was a great experience. So anytime I can be a part of it, let me know, man.
For sure, for sure. Mr. Kosakowski, you won the most mutes. I love it. There's passion in you, young Padawan. There's passion in you.
Well, I felt like a clown being on this show. No, I'm just joking. This was amazing. I can tell you right now that I heard a lot of people saying, well, you got to be sales, you got to be marketing. I will tell you I'm living proof you could be sales and marketing, and once you figure that out, your life and your career will change for the best.
Boom. Boom, boom. Well done. Great last words. All right, Mr. Gabe.
Yeah, man, at the end of the day, sales and marketing, you really have to communicate, have constant communication, and combine their efforts to really hit their number and to really make it happen. Thanks, man, for having me here. It's been great. I love Jack the Clown, my homie right there. So appreciate it, dude.
You got it. Thank you all.
¿Cómo estás?
That's how are you in Spanish for a Spanish audience.
All right. Kiki, how about you, sister? Anything you want to add?
So I just I think it's been a great panel. I think it's been a little more fired up than I expected, but you know it's really fun. I think we all had a lot of the same baselines and a lot of the same wanting to collaborate, getting on the same page, aligning. I think the most valuable thing is just being in those meetings. Like I think Vincenzo and a couple people said was just having at least management in there so we know what the major concerns are from clients. We know what the major selling points are, what's working, what's not, and go from there.
All right, there we have it. Boom, boom. All right, folks, thank you very much. Episode 12 is Go for No. Andrea, I'm excited because we're going to break down why getting a no is actually good for you and why it makes sense. So until the next episode of The Word, peace. I'm out.
So just chill to the next episode.